a walking model for Aba designers, and that everything he wears is made in Aba. And this is very good because it can only boost the industry. If your governor wears only made in Aba, that means his cabinet, his civil servants, and even residents in Aba will all wear made in Aba clothes. It's a normal thing, you understand, because everybody will always want to look up to the governor. And if you're going to the government house for whatever, project or purpose, you want to also wear a made in Aba clothes. So it can only help the industry and empower the industry. So this is something that you guys really enjoy here, which is very, very good. And we also heard that the governor is building industrial clusters and industrial parks. This is a welcome development because by the time these projects are done, some of us might need to move to Aba. I know what I'm saying. You guys might think, I'm just talking. It's true because with the clusters, it makes manufacturing a lot convenient and very cheap. So when that's done, I'm sure you see lots of creatives moving to Aba, relocating to Aba to want to set up their factory here. Because production is one of the major challenges that we have in the industry. When that's done, I'm sure you see lots of creatives moving to Aba, relocating to Aba to want to set up their factory here. Because production is one of the major challenges that we have in the industry. When that's done, I'm sure you see lots of creatives moving to Aba, relocating to Aba to want to set up their factory here. Because production is one of the major challenges that we have in the industry. When that's done, I'm sure you see lots of creatives moving to Aba, relocating to Aba. Creating one place, shoemakers, bag makers here, and you understand. It makes everything a lot easier. To set up their factory here. Because production is one of the major challenges that we have in the industry. When that's done, I'm sure you see lots of creatives moving to Aba, relocating to Aba. Creating one place, take a lot for granted. Let's even talk about the fabrics. The fabrics that you get from Aba. Aba, I don't know how to explain it, but me coming from Lagos, I can authoritatively tell you that 50% of the fabrics in Lagos are imported from Aba. It's true. There's this guy that I usually buy, fabric from. And the guy has always been giving me the impression then that he imports his fabric from Italy, only for me to find out he brings them in from Aba. And when I found out, I had to come into this town. I was like, come on, I need to come to Aba. I need to come in and see what's happening. And I came and I was overwhelmed. I made contacts. I made contacts, and I can also tell you authoritatively today that some of the materials that I use till date, there are some threads that I use, the hair stick, gums, and every other thing. We bring them in from Aba. I have contacts here. What they do is that we send them the money, and they put it on the bus and bring them to Lagos for us. And that's what I use, and I'm still using it today. And I'm not in Aba. We get all of these materials from Aba, and this is where you guys are. And you might just feel, come on, there's nothing, what can we possibly get from here? The problem is that there's so much in Aba, a whole lot, and you guys need to start looking in, I haven't said all of that. I know you guys are wondering, the reason for this masterclass is for me to tell you guys how to move your, brand or your business to the next level. John B, all these ones where this guy can't talk about Aba. It's okay because at times, something that you might have, someone else might be praying for them, and if people don't get to tell you, might not really appreciate what you have. You might tend to overlook it. So if people that you look up to come and tell you the potential and the things you have here, you begin to start to look inward instead of looking outward. And I believe that's the essence of this masterclass. Having said that, let's talk about let's look at ways we can actually, do better, ways that fashion entrepreneurs can scale in the fashion world of today. Let's look at a few of them. I read an article a few days ago about the Aba Tailor, and the writer said that the availability of the Aba Tailor to download designs from the internet and fashion catalog has given them an enormous edge in the fashion industry. I don't know how true that is, that the ability of the Aba tailors to download designs from the internet and fashion catalog has given them an enormous edge in the fashion industry. I don't know how true is that. Do you guys think that's true? You think it's true? Water. Do you guys think it's true? I need to know. Sorry if you don't mind. I don't think it's true. I think this is erroneous, and it's piracy. It's piracy. Let's look at piracy. Let's look at what the definition of piracy is. Piracy refers to the unauthorized duplication of copyrighted content that is sold at a substantially lower price. A pirate will always sell low. A pirate will always sell low. And the reason is because he's not actually the originator. It's not his idea, concept. If, for example, let's look at the scenario where Mr. A Fashion is doing very well. It's a big brand and all, and comes out with real nice designs. And Mr. B decides to, you know what, I can actually do this thing and make this money that this guy is making. He goes, he downloads the guy's designs, uses the same fabric and every other thing. If Mr. A sells his clothes for 100K for a two-piece, do you think Mr. B that has gone to download Mr. A's design and has made it, has duplicated it,